In the spring and early summer of 2004, I was Chief of Staff for the Coalition Provisional Authority Northern Region Office, which was based in Erbil. We were responsible for the 7 northern governorates of Iraq as CPA North. It was during that time that I had an occasion to meet with Ambassador Bremer, who was the administrator for CPA based in Baghdad. I want to say it was in March of 2004 that I had that meeting. Now, the ambassador, he would periodically come to Kurdistan to meet with the leaders of the Kurdistan Democratic Party and the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan in their capacities as the heads of the two portions of the Kurdistan regional government. And in Erbil, he would come to meet with President Barzani, and Soleimani, he would meet with the Secretary of the PUK, Jalal Talabani. So in March, he had occasion to come to Erbil. The purpose that he came for was for the 40-day observance ceremony after the February 1st, 2004 twin suicide bombings that had happened in Erbil, in which a number of people were killed. And so he came up for that event. On the fringes of that event, before it happened, he had meetings in Salahadin with President Barzani. And I know on the day he arrived, he had gone straight to Salahadin after he flew up from Baghdad, had his meetings with the president. At that time, CPA North was based in the Khanzad Hotel, which is about a 30-minute drive outside of the city of Erbil and perhaps 15 minutes south of Salahadin, so kind of in between. And when he would come to Erbil, he would always stay at the CPA North headquarters in the Khanzad Hotel. So after he finished his meetings in Salahadin, he was coming back that evening to the hotel to have dinner, have his evening activities, meet with our regional coordinator, and go about his evening activities. And I know he had not been to Erbil for some time, and we had also had a surge of a lot of new staff people from different parts of the coalition joining CPA North, because we were actually still growing at that time in March of 2004. In fact, I was fairly new to CPA North myself, having come on board about a month earlier after my unit from the Army had gone back to the US. And so I know when the ambassador was coming back to the hotel, a number of staff members, in particular the new staff members, had gathered in the lobby. And when I say a number, it wasn't a lot. I mean, I'm talking maybe 20, 25 people had kind of gathered in the lobby. They wanted to see the ambassador. They wanted to be able to have a chance to maybe say hello, talk to the boss for a minute, shake his hand. And so they were, like I said, mingling in the lobby. Well, the ambassador came in the front door of the hotel, and it struck me as odd. I myself, I hadn't gone so much to see him. I was there mainly to make sure that the staff people had a chance to be able to meet with him. So I was kind of holding off to the side, watching what was happening. But he came in the front door, took a kind of a side glance over to the assembled group of people, took a look at them. Several of them held their hands up, hello, ambassador, welcome, things like this nature. And it struck me because he turned, looked away, put his head down, hands in his pocket, walked straight to the elevator, got in the elevator, and went upstairs without saying a word to a single one of the people that was assembled. And as an officer in the Army, somebody who had been a commander, I thought, wow, what a statement on how not to lead, by having a group of your so-called troops assembled there and having a chance to interact with them. Maybe just say a few words of encouragement. Hey, guys, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Appreciate what you're doing. Nothing. And so for me, that was really telling moment about, quite frankly, the leadership style of this particular individual.